In this set of questions, there are 4 exponential properties that you may need to solve some of these questions. Well, one of them is called the zero product property. What that means is when I take any number and raise it to the power of 0, so let me say 5 to the power of 0, then the answer is always going to be 1, no matter what this base is. So 100 to the power of 0, a million to the power of 0, they all just become 1. Another property you need to be familiar with is called the negative exponent property. In this case, it just tells you that if I have a number, let's say 5 to the power of negative 1, it could be any negative number, that is the equivalent of 1 divided by 5 to the power of 1, positive 1. So basically it's saying, well, when you raise a number to a negative power, it's actually the same as 1 divided by whatever the base and the exponent are. They get transferred to the bottom, except that negative goes away. The negative changes to this 1 divided by. So the answer here would be 1 divided by 5 to the power of 1. 2 more properties you may need as well. One is called the product of powers property. Product of powers. What that means is, let's say I have x squared times x to the third, okay? When I'm multiplying, which means product, when I'm multiplying two exponents and they have the same base, that's important, they have the same base, you can actually just add the powers together. This just becomes x to the fifth. The reason that is remember x squared just means x times x, and x cubed here actually is just x times x times x. So in total, what we're saying is there are 5 x's total, and that gives you that last power, the answer. Last one you might need for this set of questions is called the quotient of powers. The quotient of powers property is kind of the opposite of the product of powers property. What that means is if I have like x to the fifth divided by x squared, how do you simplify that? Well, remember, x to the fifth is just 5 x's on top being multiplied. And the bottom x squared is just 2 x's being multiplied. Well, when you multiply and divide by the same number, so x divided by x, you just get 1, which means they kind of cancel out. So I'm crossing out the one set there, crossing out another set, and you end up with 3 x's on top. So the answer here would be x to the third. Well, the property tells you can just actually subtract these two numbers. 5 minus 2 gives you the 3 in the answer. So those are the 4 properties that should help you with this set of questions.